Ladies and gentlemen, lovers of war, traders of great renown, I, the Strategic Indian, bid you welcome to my channel, where our motto is think, practice thinking. If you like the content, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment, which will greatly help with the almighty YouTube algorithm. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third episode of our gameplay series on fighting an AI level which has been unbeaten for 23 years. And we can confidently say at this point, we're in a very good place. Some would say we are winning. Now, ever since we began our gameplay, we have basically survived on taxes. We have not traded anything. We didn't have anything to trade. Anything we had, we immediately gave to the gods so that they would come down. And the gods did come down. They fought. They fought all of our enemies for us. Guangdi came down and he repeatedly pushed back wave after wave of attacks. And we have to now also take care of our ancestral god. So we have paid Huangdi something, and the other two need to be satiated because it's 3 years we haven't paid them anything. They can get pretty mad and then bad things can happen. So let's just focus on making a heavy industry in this episode. The way we are going to do that is that we are going to set up cash crops around this island, and we're going to put up a lot of heavy industry over here. This is the month of April, so that's a nice time. We are going to delete this one because we are going to move this trading station over to that side. Plus, I don't want to buy any more spices. As you can see, I have 800 spices in this one, 800 spices in this one. This one is also empty. I don't need to keep this one occupied. The silk that we are going to make, therefore, is going to be stored up and kept over here in accept, and we are going to get up to 8, say 12 silk, because we are going to keep on producing silk, and we are going to not take silk over here, because this silk that I'm producing through this silk farm is going to be used by elite housing, which I will build later over here. So I will have a ready supply of silk built up, but let's just focus on heavy industry and our cash crops. We are going to now go ahead and start deleting very carefully. We're going to keep the stone hidden, and we're going to get rid of these things. Let's now make a road network around this island, and let's put up a lacquerware refinery 4 away from this road and 2 away from the edge. I can go one more because I will put those farms somewhere else. Let me explain. So this is the road. I'm not going to connect it. It's just an old habit. Now, how much can you realistically farm? What do I mean by realistic farming? Realistic is basically what you plant and then what you can harvest. So if you plant more than that, you're essentially throwing money out of the bank because those trees are never going to be touched. So you might think that, oh, I'm producing more because it looks a lot more, but yeah, maybe you get 1 cask of lacquer more, but you pay 1,000 gold extra for it. And look at our money system. We are minus 68. We don't have 1,000 gold to throw away. We don't have any money to throw away. Now, we are going to put in 2 rows from the neck of the lacquerware and 2 rows on this side. So we're missing 2 trees over here. I'm going to put them on the outside edge. And we are going to put in 3 more. This is all you can farm. That's it. 2 rows on either end and 3 down the face of it. Now, this is a 5 by 5. Now tiles also go, this is a 6 by 6, so tiles can actually go up to 5 irrigation tiles. So if I come up to here, then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy will be irrigated and this guy will be irrigated. These 2 trees won't be irrigated, but I'll live with it because I just squished everything more onto this side so that I can get more space over here. Now you don't want to put Now we want to leave 2 tiles free, and you don't want to put the same cash crop next to each other, because then they will fight over these trees, and then they'll be like, let me harvest it, neighbor, and you'll be like, no, let me harvest it, neighbor, let me harvest it, neighbor. They'll just run into each other, create chaos, panic. We don't want that. Let's go make a space of 4, and we draw the line, and let's delete a bit over here. Try to keep stones always covered, because then you would have all these planting things require feng shui, and there are funny stones hidden across the map, so you want to be a bit careful. Let's go for lacquer again. Now comes the clever bit. We are going to turn this road from here because I need 2, and this irrigation ditch is now going to come, and we are going to start placing plantations on this side. And I chose silk because I have tea and lacquer on this side. So you want to always look for complementarity and then do it accordingly. And now the irrigation ditch is going to go on the top of it. So I have to move this one so that, because it can't make the turn. And we will turn it this way so that we can now use this irrigation ditch to give 5 by 5 coverage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both sides. So one irrigation ditch is going to do the job of 2. And we're going to put in a tea curing shed, because if I put a lacquerware, then this guy will interfere. This lacquerware will go into that farm. We don't want any of that. Let's delete carefully our roads, and let's put in 3 by 3, and we'll close this road over here. Now you see the benefit of this system is that we are going to do the same job for 2. We are down to minus almost 1200 gold because irrigation ditches are expensive. One trick that you can do is that you can bring, I believe it's, I forget. Yeah, irrigation ditches, Nuva can reduce the prices of. So you can use that. Nobody does that. I have done it once because I'm such a cheapskate. I do that. But this doesn't make sense to me. I would want Shangnong to do this. I can make a tier list for the gods in this game. I can do that because I understand the system quite well. Now we are not going to irrigate these because one, I don't have space for them. They are going to get irrigated all the way from over around here, and we don't have the money. It is April. I know we can do some farming, but let's get a bit of money in. We have got 31 workers needed, and we are going to address that by turning off all of these forts where the soldiers are out fighting. So I am going to get quite a lot of unemployment, but I will go back and I will be able to turn it off and on based on my needs. I will create a lot of surplus labor. Plus, I'm going to move this cavalry fort over here, or let me just put it where the trouble begins. So I'll put it all the way over here because this is where the tigers spawn, and they will be able to go ahead and hunt them. They will get their morale reduced slightly over time, but we'll get it back. Our soldiers are going to war. We have got quite a good food situation right now. Let's, oh, it's still the same month. It's the month of May now. Only this infantry fort will be kept working. We have 115 unemployed people, so let me start getting rid of these houses so that I can make space for elite housing as soon as I see enough ceramic and hemp. So I have got, excellent, I've got force, yeah, I have got all what I need. So this guy needs to leave. Please leave. There we go. So our elite housings are all in. Let us delete this tree now because we don't need it anymore. Put in one more extra house over here. And what this is going to do for me, and we'll also turn off well, you can buy one more silk. And you have plenty of silk, so you just stop buying. And hopefully we'll get these two evolved. And then we can put in extra forts. We're at minus 1167. Money is tight, but we have stopped buying spices, so we don't have anything being taken out of our account, whereas things are coming into our account. This particular stone I am going to open to this side by removing the trees over here, but I will keep it closed by keeping trees on this side because I want to also farm in these edges. I'm going to show you guys edge farming, which is really underutilized but a very important part of expert playthroughs. You can farm beyond the map. And then what happens is that you basically utilize your entire map. And in games like this, land is essentially what is the most important thing that you are going to be going for. Now we're going to set up our industry, and this is how you set up the industry circuit. So it's another month. Let me go ahead and, oh, see, they're angry now. Let me give to Nuwa first because she loses her marbles much earlier than Shengnong. Right. And I'm going to keep an eye on making sure that the next one goes to Shengnong. Now, we want to leave 2 spacing over here behind these farms because I want to put in an industry building over here. And I want to leave 2 spacing over here so that I can put another industry. All industry buildings are 2 by 2s. And we are going to go down. And we're going to check the internal diameter of it to be 30. There it is. It's 30. So now we'll move in 5 over here, 6 down, 5 over here, 6 up, 5 over here, 6 and all the way down 33, and we join. So we have got essentially, oh, it's one more. I apologize. That's why it looked a bit weird to me. There we go. So you see, we have got 4s. We ran out of cash. We went to minus 2,000 cash. What am I doing? So, okay, we got this one down for demonstration. That's good. We have got 4 over here, 4 over here, 4 here, 4 here. Everything over here is going to get filled up all the way to the brim. If you are making ceramics, then you want to keep some trees over here. But we are rich folks. We are not going to build ceramic to sell. Right, we have got, we'll have so much money, we wouldn't know what to do with it. You will be like, oh, I don't want any more money, I've got so much money. Oh, and then we are just going to keep on having a lot of money. Let's do the same over here. Every month, it's June now. Yeah, so you want to have 2 spacing away from the stone. You want to have 3 spacing from the stone. And we could go down one more. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that. Or just, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go down because we do have enough space. So let me do that. These are little improvements. I generally don't go down over there, but I am, because then if I have a 2 by 2 building over here, then this bridge will still be accessible. And then they can still come and take this ferry and go down all the way into our workplace, into our houses. We've got 100 people unemployed, and so you want to keep some kind of balance. So either you want to have a lot of people unemployed and then the AI is going to be scared of you, or you're going to keep money in your bank. So I don't have money, so I'm going to keep unemployment. If you see that you're getting a lot more attacks then you know that you are screwing up in one sector. And that's either money or people. So we have 128 people unemployed, 17% unemployment. We cannot. We conquered Jinyang. This is fantastic. So Jiru is now ashamed and Jinyang owes us tribute. Fantastic. So what do they buy? They buy silk, lacquerware, and tea. Oh, fantastic. We are going to start trading hopefully soon. Liao Empire is loyal. I don't know why I didn't give them anything. But anyways, I think they're scared of the army that we are building up. Let's see if we got any weapons. Crap, we didn't get any weapons. We needed a weapons booty, but we didn't get any. Now, another month has passed. Shengnong, can you please take these 6 jars and just be neglected? I'm not going to please them way too much. I don't have the money to do that. I'm at 1400 negative. So, well, if you don't risk it, you don't get the cookies, right? So, let us go ahead. It's the month of July. Let us go ahead and... So, the lacquer is in August, so there is no point trying to harvest it. These guys are also not going to be harvested in time, but we are just going to do it. So, you see 2 on either side and the 3 over here. That's it. That's all you can farm. Rest is all money wasted down the drain. Right there. And I am going to pull my irrigation ditch so that I can give a little bit of irrigation, because crap, I screwed up over here. I have to move these things a bit more. Okay, more money wasted and down the drain. I had these measured. That's why I don't like to move things around once I have them down. I generally have this one moved over here. I got greedy and now I'm paying for it. Okay, we'll just hopefully take some unirrigated stuff, because I really don't have the money. Although this is July and they're harvest in September, so we might be able to irrigate it. This one is in August, and I don't think I will have positive cash to put down a road so that this guy works, because I get my money only at the end of the month, not before. These elite housing are now finally all in. Let's wait for them to evolve. Population of 2000, that's fantastic. Victorious warriors are back. This is the month of August, so we got 400 in our cash. Now I am going to make an attack on Liangzhou. I don't think I'll be able to win because this is a walled city, but I am going to send my people out anyways. So enlist all, and we are going to hold back 2 of the same people. These are our most elite troops. We're going to hold them back. We are going to ask them for lacquerware. So the soldiers who came in are going to leave immediately. So you can see them, they are all coming in over here, and then they'll be all gone. Blink and miss. Blink and miss. We'll wait for these 2 to evolve. So he needs music. Music should be coming up. This is the musician.
Go see the performance at the market square.
Let's look at our markets. We have got almost everything. So we're going to stop buying the silk. That's way too much silk that he has bought. This lady is not buying any more silk. So we are going to build up a healthy amount of silk over here before we can start making elite housing. So he needs a bit more music. So it's a month of August. Let's irrigate over here. There we go, irrigation ditch is up, and therefore we should be able to get a healthy amount of silk this year. And then this silk is going to get transferred over here, and we are going to start up a silk industry so that we can start selling this stuff. I'm going to connect it down over here, and we are going to put some roadblocks so that we are able to take care of these. You know what? I'm not happy with this. I'm just not happy. This is all crooked. I'm not doing a good job. Early mornings, you know, what can you do? Let me go back to my old measurements. Let me just do that, all right? Because I have it all measured out, and then every time I'm adventurous and want to do something new, then stuff like this happens. Things are out of measurement, they move. All right, screw it. I'm sorry, I don't generally make mistakes, but sometimes it's just the recording jitters. It's it happens. So there we go, and we're going to seal this. Now you see, these are all 4x4s. I had a 5 over here, and 5s don't make sense. I was further away from this, and then this will also all move. So nothing changes. You make your industry place as you want it. So I just have it optimized over here, and I'm just going to follow that. But it doesn't require you to do exactly as I'm doing. You follow and make this. This is the most. This is the most optimum trading that you can get. Now you see, we are 3 away from this stone, and 2 away from this stone, and 2 away from this bridge, but they can also go around and then come to the ferry. A little bit longer, but all right, it's fine. Unemployment, 210 people unemployed. Let me go ahead and put another 2 warehouses, because I expect a lot of weapons to come in from this Liangzhou that I am attacking, because that is a walled city. I don't have a catapult. There is no chance of me winning. But what I can do is get a bunch of weapons and then either use it to bring down Huangdi and he can bless stuff for me, or what I can do is I can just build up my army. I need to do that. I have got space for 2 more forts. So I will need weapons. I will need wood also. So I will set up a wood industry in the circuit. And let's go ahead and put 1 woodcutter, 1 logging shed right there. And you will also get me wood. You will accept wood so that we can pay it to this. Right, now we have got our full complements of forts, of elite housing, so we can make our full complements of fort. Let's go to our military tab, and we have got 2 infantry, that's more than enough, 2 crossbows, more than enough. Rest will be, one will be a catapult, the other one will be a cavalry. Always try to have a lot of cavalry, because then you can move around and you can go to important places very, very quickly. I'm not going to connect them because, yeah, I don't have the means to do anything with by connecting them. So let's leave them be. Our harvest is coming in. It's October. Let's check out. Yes, we have made a little bit of raw silk, only 100 raw silk. So I am not even going to bother. I will connect up the lacquer because I have gotten enough right now. So let me first make this one carefully. This is our measurement, and then this road has to go down 1 more. and the struggle will be for money, but we shall persevere. All of our ancestral gods are back to neglected. I am happy. Let them be neglected. Let's try to get Guangdi down this episode again, because I need him to bless these catapults. Once we get one catapult, all these walled cities are history. They are done for. We are going to go out there. We are going to switch and get maybe even Sun Tzu down so that we can quickly go run around and whack people on the head. Opinion of us has plummeted because we are charging them outrageous taxes. Although we give them very high wages, there is a lot of unemployment and the cash is negative. So a lot of factors are against us, but it's okay. We have got watchtowers down. Nobody is revolting on my watch. Let them get as mad as they want. We are going to hold the New Year's festival, which calms their nerves down, and then we are good. I'm going to keep these elite housings for the moment because I have gotten. I need the tax money. So already it's November, and the next tea guys are up. So we have gotten how much? 100 tea and 200 tea. Let me put down one of these. So Liao Empire is loyal. And does it buy tea? Let me see who buys tea. Yeah, Liao does buy tea. So let me just put it down. He's not going to revolt because he is pretty happy with us. Now, the way to place down these trading houses is to leave gaps of 2 so that I can put in industry, or you want to put them over here. Because if you see, if I don't cover this 2 by 2 square right here, then there is no road connection to it. So you want to have this one covered by a big building such as a trading house. Now, this is a trading hub and our heavy industry place, so there will be a lot of problems that a lot of expensive buildings are going to be here. So I'm going to actually double inspector tower them. I don't need it. One inspector tower is going to be enough to do the rounds, but yeah, way too much expensive stuff. And we're going to close these roads like so, so that you see this inspector tower will do the round this way and this inspector tower will do the round this way. So given that we have very expensive stuff over here, we are going to take this one precaution, but we don't need to. I'm going to sell him some stuff. I can buy jade, but I'm broke. So maybe later. There we go. Our tea will be moving. We put down a weaver, so then our, the raw silk is going to be moving. We have got plenty of unemployment. I don't have money to put down the monuments, and let me explain. The monuments are free to put down, but I have to cut down quite a lot of trees, etc. So you see how beautifully this is generated? It fits in over here perfectly, completely symmetrical. Let's give another blessing to Huangdi, and it's going to be a rice because I don't have anything such as 16. He is joyful. Hopefully he comes down. Invasion of Liangshu has been crushed as I expected. Jinyang is angry, but look at the amount of weapons we got. This is a fantastic amount of weapons. Let me now open up all of my forts. This is going to absorb This is going to absorb all the unemployment. Quite a lot of unemployment went away. And we are also now going to train. So, this is great. We got 800 gold from capturing a spy from Fuzhou. So that's good. And we are in the positive. We are in plus 366. So that tells me it is time to put down some more silk farms and get them working. There we go. And let's put down another tea guy because you always want complementarity. So you see there is lacquer and tea, so then you have silk and tea over here. This tea is really far away from that tea, and therefore they shan't be able to interfere with each other. Let's get tea bush. We'll go back in the negative. But our army is now going to start getting trained up. Spy reversed, 800 gold. Keep doing that, Fuzhou. Keep doing that. Why don't you just keep doing that? Now, we have got two of these lacquerwares running. That's more than enough lacquerware for a lot of lacquerware. So you don't want to make more than two. We'll make three. But you really don't need quite a lot more. And with this cash that I'm getting, I am going to be able to place down a farm. More farms. Look at the amount of weapons we got. So now these guys, so a lot of spies will come into your town right now. So all the spies are going to get active because the AI sees that you have a bunch of weapons which they basically salivate for. Let me go ahead and give some weapons to Huangdi. I'm going to give him 8. That's going to, or probably even 4 will make him exalted. Yeah, that's enough. Because the next charge I would like to do with Huangdi in tow. Look at all these weapons are being delivered to these guys. All these forts are going to get up, especially this infantry fort has got a space for 16. So there are 16 weapons which will be going over here. Cavalry fort, the catapult forts are the most the one with most demand because you need 4 weapons and 4 wood. Huangdi is here. Let's go and bless this catapult. As I was saying, they require 4 weapons and 4 wood, and that takes quite a lot of time. And therefore, what I generally do is that, although I have the wherewithal to go ahead and do that, another spy has been caught. Thank you, guys. You're doing an amazing job. We are up to 2000 cash, so let's put our money into industry. We now need one more. Let's build a lacquerware refinery here, and we'll build a silkworm over here so that it's a bit far away. And over here what you have is you have got this irrigation ditch. They can't cross irrigation ditch until you put a road on it, so this guy won't be able to walk all the way over there. And we're going to close this. Let's go ahead because we have the labor and we are getting free money from catching spies. There we go. Huangdi should be walking. How far did he get? He's getting there. Keep an eye out on your weapons at this critical juncture because a lot of spies try to steal, but you have way too much going on, so chances are you will miss a few. Now, let's keep on putting down all of our cash crops. Because thanks to our enemies, we are not lacking for money. Try to keep the stones covered, guys. Always keep stones covered. So over here, we are going to get some... We're going to get in some... Oh, this is tricky because I will need a tea over here and I can put a silk over here. Let me do that. Let me go ahead and put a silk over here. Let me put a tea over here. Always complementarity. There we go. And let's go ahead and pull the irrigation ditch. You know what? I had it right the first time. This is getting double irrigated. I had it right the first time. I just panicked and deleted things. This is asinine of me. It's asinine. This irrigation ditch was already doing the job. I double irrigated it like a complete fool. I'm going to delete this. This is egregious. Like a complete fool. And I wasted a tile of space over here where nothing can go. What can you say, guys? So let me just go ahead and put down mulberry bushes over here. Let me put down my tea over here. Go away, pig. I'm in a bad mood. And we are going to put down, we're going to put down a silk farm over here. And we are going to pull it down by 3. And let's see if we can put another farm. No, I can't because I won't have. I will have the irrigation. Let me go ahead and do that. So this should be another silk farm because you require quite a lot of silk. Let me go ahead and pull it down this way. And we're going to send the road going to it in a different fashion. I'll figure it out how to do it the best. Probably it'll have to come out on this side and then join. They'll have to walk a bit, but it's okay. I don't care. Ah, man, I wasted one tile of space. Can't believe it. Right. Now, let's put mulberry bushes up. Defeated warriors are back. They are not defeated per se because I think they did a great job in that they went ahead and bought me a bunch of weapons which I am going to now use against the enemy. They did a fantastic job. There are no losses. There are happy gains. This should have been a tea farm. I'm a bit tired, I think. Huangdi is almost there. Right, this one is blessed. I don't want any more blessings. This is good enough. Let's get all of these guys working because I need to train up if there is any losses. And there, I'm sure there are because they lost a fight. Let's get these ones up. So 90 people unemployed, exactly what I wanted. I wanted to bring down the unemployment. And we have got space for 691 people. We have money in the bank. And our cash crops are all running at full speed. These two farms are not yet connected, so let me go ahead and do that. Probably will require something from here. Let me just take the safe route out and we'll connect it the long way. They will require quite a lot of walking. They will complain, but yeah, nothing I can do about it. I don't have another route to take them out. I could have moved this one, but then I lose a tile. I don't want that. Already there have been enough snafus. Now we have 931 gold in the bank, and I don't think 600 people are going to cut it. We require a lot more people to come into the city. So for the first time now, we're going to get rid of our elite housing. So let's get rid of the silk because we don't need it. We have enough money, that's why I don't need the... Let me go ahead and do this very carefully. We have enough money, so we don't need the elite housing to go ahead and pay for our taxes. So we'll just go to general housing, common housing, and we have got our full complement of forts. Wang Di has even blessed this guy, and we have a little bit of time before that fort is trained up and we can send out people their way. Now we'll do it the same way. Now both of these are going to become common housing. A gigantic Tai Chi park in the middle, gigantic Tai Chi park in the middle. Let's put peach trees because I am a min-maxer, but I can also see beauty. Although beauty for me is a very optimum setup and a lot of money in the bank. That is what constitutes as beauty for me. And now we are going to make all of this fill up with common housing. Huge amounts of people are going to move in. And we are going to also make room for one tea right over here. Because one tea is more than enough to feed everybody over here. Or let me go ahead and make the tea on this side. Because I have space for it. And I don't need these walls anymore. We have got a tremendously large army, and that army is quite capable of handling itself. And we have got an irrigation ditch, else I would have to, scrounge up some irrigation ditch over here. Don't want to do that, couldn't be bothered. Let's join this up. It's a bit of a long walk, let him do that. And let's put in tea bushes over here. Oh, I put down a silk farm. Man, if this tree did not come back, I would have had to reload. Tea. Tea bush over here. That's all the tea we can do. Let me do a save game over here. Right, welcome back from the save game. And we have got one catapult up. That means it's going to be a bad day for our friend Liang Zhao. Enlist all, and we are going to keep back two of these catapults because they are still training up. Yeah, also these horses are training up, but I will send them out. And of course, Wang Di is going to go and fight. Let me ask them to pay me in lacquerware, and it's going to be harsh. Send them out to the city, and we are going to ask this warehouse to just accept some lacquerware just in case. Right, now we need to hunt for tigers much more aggressively because we have got industry up. So both of these guys, these crossbows which are left behind, they are going to now take up positions in opposite parts of the map, and they are going to start hunting tigers. We have got 260 in the bank, and we are now going to have a huge amount of food requirement because we have gotten ahead and changed everything into normal housing. So the amount of food requirement is now going to go up through the roof. So let me go ahead and place some nice paddy fields, and we are going to go to the cabbage fields over here. We are going to pull up this irrigation ditch all the way up to here. We are still sending our wood and our weapons to the forts, and training is ongoing. All the forts are working, therefore I have a bit of unemployment despite them working. So now we can see that a lot of our raw silk is waiting. Let's start putting down weavers. And we are also going to put down trading station from, who are you? So you're going to take lacquerware, silk, this. Let's buy salt because it's cheaper than buying spices. I'm buggered to go ahead and put down salt because that requires another amount of money that I have to put down. Let me check the other trading station. So your Kashgar, spy reversed, and we got 800 gold. Keep doing that, guys. Keep doing that. AI is so helpful. We're not going to sell. We are also going to buy some spices because we'll need it. And money is coming in. Money is coming in from industry. Money will come in from our spy catchers. We are good to go. We are finally cooking with gas. Our lacquerware guys are now up. Let me therefore go ahead and put down some wood cutters. Let me see if anybody sells us any wood. Yeah, this guy sells us 36 wood. I'm not going to put down wood cutters because it's a very expensive building. And what happens is that you don't have enough labor for all of that. So we will see that. We will just have enough labor that we can have all three cash crops running. We will have all of this industry which requires to convert those cash crops into products running, but we won't have, for example, enough workforce to also cut down wood. So there, our wood we are just going to buy. Our warehouses will now run and get the salt. There, they are out. And let's give the remaining weapons that we have to the gods, because now that the troops are out, I have some time. So I'm going to give them medium, because if I give them large, then they are just going to get exalted and they will come down. And I have a very strict order in which I want the gods to come down to us. Here comes the train of lacquerware and of course of the silk. Let me check my ministry. Yeah, everything is working fine. I don't need, I just need high agriculture, high safety and high military. 79 people are needed, but we have huge amount of people that we can accommodate. Tea will be coming in the next month. So let me go ahead and put down a tea stall because I will forget. And we are going to put down more food, therefore completing our grand market. So we have 3 food stalls, 1 hemp, 1 ceramic, 1 tea. What you can do is you can make 2 hemps, because sometimes hemp runs out or the spy steals some hemp, and then you can have a bad day. But we're going to take a bit of a risk. If we see that there's a problem, we are going to double hemp shop our grand markets, but not yet. We still have plenty of weapons. We have paid the tribute this year. We could have asked Wang Di to bless this one before he left, but I am all over the place today. You see how much lacquerware we produce? We overproduce lacquer. 3 is just way too much. I could have just done with 2, but I needed this to basically separate these 2 farms. So what we can do is actually we have to sell out the lacquer. So let me go ahead and put in more lacquer. And we're going to place it close to this particular warehouse, this trading shop, which actually goes ahead and buys wood, so that I can quickly transfer and then go ahead and make those items. So always closer, because this is where it leaves from, and therefore you want to have them over here, you want to have them over here. You see how much lacquer we have? This will all fill up. This will all fill up. We can put in more weavers, because I can see raw silk just standing there. We are at negative 2,000 gold. So we can't build anything anymore, but I'm sure we'll catch some spies. We'll sell all of these products. Money is just going to roll in now, boys. Money is just going to roll in. Heavy industry is up. We are cooking with gas. See, I told you, we're going to fill up all of these lacquerware makers. It's just a matter of wood coming in before they can start working. And the more we conquer, the more trading places we get. You conquered Liangzhou, here we go. How much weapons did we get? Full complement, there we go. Let's go ahead and give a blessing to Mr. Shengnong, but always give him medium because this guy loves to come down and he's the most useless of all gods. The most useless god in the pantheon of all of the gods in all over the world is Mr. Shengnong. We are going to buy weapons. We are going to buy stone because for my monuments, I shall require quite a lot. I haven't placed them all down. I don't have the money. Leave it be. So this is not a very productive place. We will sell paper over here because we will put down a hemp farm later. And once I get a bit more money, and we will produce some paper, we'll sell that paper directly. And wood we are not going to sell because, yeah, I don't have the labor for it. Plus we are using the wood for our lacquerware makers. I wish I conquer somebody who buys weapons, because then every time I do an attack, I can go ahead and whack them over the head and get a full complement of free weapons. Always double produce your inspector towers because it's a bit dangerous without that. Look at the amount of money we have put down, and if this starts collapsing, we are going to be in deep trouble. We have 44 people unemployed. We are not in the positive in terms of cash, but we are good enough. We're going to stop accepting weapons over here. And we are going to only accept weapons in these two. Let me also do it over here. I know a few of the weapons will go to waste, but it's okay. We'll live with it. Your herbalist is always a weak spot because what happens is that this is the slowest moving and the one which moves the shortest across your towns. So you can have a bunch of devolution happening because of this guy. So you can put down two, and the best place to put it is one over here and one over here. But this is a full house. I don't have my heart to kick out the women and children who are living over here. I'm a kind person. You know me, guys. I am not going to oppress people unless they are my enemy. But it's all about kindness and happiness over here. We have gotten some tea because I have my first luxurious apartment in, and we have space for 2,000 people, and all of this space is going to get used up. All of it. Now let me show you a little trick. These houses don't get up even if they get tea, because they have this opening over here, and then they get all the negatives from the ruins, etc. Plus it's not near to the Grand Road. This doesn't go up. Similarly over here and over here. So what we're going to do is we are going to put down some plum trees, right? Don't block this one, because then this house will devolve. We're going to put down some nice plum trees so that they can all evolve. And for this particular one, you want to put in a garden right in front of it so that you don't accidentally block it yourself. Let me go ahead and put down another flowering tree. And we are going to open this one so that people can still come in. If that wall was over here, this one would have been blocked. Right. Let's continue playing the game. People expect less. Well, there's nothing you can do about that. Nuwa I'm always a bit scared about because she gets mad really quickly. She gets mad the most, and therefore I always make sure that she's exalted. 4 whole farms are running. I am going to put down one more weaver over here because I can see that a lot of silk is sitting there not being used. So probably 2 weavers will run. They will build up a little bit of silk over here. Let me go ahead and also put a bit of silk over here so that I can have a bit of ready-made supply of silk so that I can supply my elite housing. Now let's do a save. We are now going to go ahead and set up our monuments. To set up the monuments, we are going to clear all of this area. Do not delete these roads because I need these roads to actually count. So because we have a large temple complex requiring a lot of area, we are going to do it up to this turn so that I can measure out how far I am. And we want to keep 3 tiles of roads over here. Let's get rid of the trees because most of the housing, most of the buildings which are required for monument building, all require stone. They hate trees, and they're not tree huggers, and therefore they do not want to be near trees. Me, I like trees. I love trees. I love gold the most. And all our enemies are doing an exemplary job in giving us a bunch of gold. Don't you agree, guys? This episode, when we began, we were down on gold. We were repeatedly going to minus gold. It was terrible. But look at our generous enemies. They kept on sending those spies. Those spies kept getting caught because they are inept. They are no good. They don't have a good spy school like ours. Our spy schools are the best spy schools. I mean, they are incredible. What can I say? Let me put a bridge over here. Placing monuments are free, but you have to do a lot of land clearing, and then it really takes quite a lot of time and money. Now, to the map maker, Guilo, who I know is listening. This island is unsymmetrical, man. Look at this. There's 3 gap on this side and 2 on this side. Now, this is an isometric game, so I put the 2 gap on my on the northern side so that it will look things behind it will look in a different perspective because this side is nearer to you, your eyes see it that way. Can you please make this island 1 wider? Then it's symmetrical on either end. You see, it's 3 on this side. It's 2 on the other. Can't do that. Bothers me. Now we are going to make some space over here. And we have got to delete this tree and always keep 3. See, 1 and then 2 ruffian ruins. Let's rotate and let's go ahead and place this. Now check how this is out. There is 3 gap over here, 3 gap over here, 2 gap over here, 2 gap over here. This thing is placed symmetrical. It doesn't look like it right now. Once we beautify it, it's going to. Let me close all these roads. Let's get rid of this tree over here. And let me go ahead and place down working stations and all the accoutrements for making these monuments work. Now, you will go ahead and get me stone, and we are buying stone. Let me just check quickly how much stone do I need. To go to the ministry, you have to press the button next to the plus. So the hyphen, and then I need, number of stone I need is 1 and 19. So 20 stone is all I need. So I have bought over here 12. So I am going to reduce this to 8 because once he pulls those stones, I don't want to have an excess. Let me go ahead and put down, and you will go ahead and get me you are going to get me wood. Right. We are going to turn off all of the labor camps because I don't have need of labor camps yet. 4 labor camps, all of them are off. Pause the game. Let's go. Always check your cash crops. You see, all of our cash crops are out. And that means we are doing a fantastic job. We are not overproducing. There, we have started pulling out all of these. Oh, and one other thing that I have to do is I have to delete this road because there is now a direct connection between my monuments and my industry. So then things can go haywire. So that will not help me. That will just not help me because I generally don't have a road over here. That's not going to help. Alright, we'll just live with it. Never mind. So there goes all the wood is being supplied. So if I put down woodworkers, then they are going to supply wood to our lacquerware baker. We don't want that. Wood is of course the most big ticket item that we are buying. Victorious soldiers are back. I'm not going to pay any gifts to these guys. Let them be bitter. I am just going to let them be rebellious. I don't care. Let them be bitter. If they stop trading, I don't care. I will go and whack them over the head. Now let's go for Lhasa next. We are going to keep 2 troops who are not trained. So how about these 2? Because the rest are more or less trained. Huangdi and you are going to get me more lacquerware. Harsh and then dispatch. Let's go. And these troops which are coming home, they are now going to come to the place where the crossbows were. Because I need to make sure that these tigers don't ruin my day. Because these tigers really roam around and then they make a complete mess of my food supply. They can go and attack my all of the other things, so we don't want that. Let's pay Huang Di something. Right, so he's also happy. Guang Di cannot curse you. Only the ancestral gods can curse, and then we are taking care of that. All the wood is now coming in, so I am now going to go ahead and put down 2 carpenters' huts, which I need to start building my monuments. As soon as one of the wood goes into, yeah, it's going to the splendid temple. Let's go ahead and start working on our monuments. 173 people are unemployed. That's good. Which can mean that more cash crops can be put down. There goes our first bit of wood, and immediately out goes 2 workers to work on this. I always have them not on a road network so that they can walk cross country. They're going to walk cross country. Only when they have roads leading, then they will go on roads, else they can walk cross country, and therefore they reach the monuments faster. How much silk do I need? I need 24 silk. And I think we need to increase our production. We have 3,000 money in the bank. And let's go ahead and increase our production. So only production which we will increase is going to be our silk and our tea. Because lacquer, we have plenty. Maybe 1 lacquer farm later sometime if I see the need for it. But no promises. So if you see the bend of this river, this is exactly where the farming is going to start. We are now going to delete this row of trees. I'm going to keep that 1 tree so that I can get the perfect feng shui. Let's go for tea over here. And the irrigation ditch will come from the top, and we will also farm on the other side in case I don't make mistakes like I did last time. But I'm a bit more alert. He said, famous last words. More tea, please. And the troops need to move away. Yeah, always keep a gap of 4. And now we are going to turn this. Because I have to also access this other end. And let's go ahead and keep building. And this place has got a little bit of extra. So I am going to put down a 3x3 over here. So this is going to be a silkworm shed. And we are going to need an irrigation pump, which is going to go ahead and turn and make all of this irrigation happen. And it's got to come up all the way up to right over there. So tea. Let's go ahead and put down tea bushes up to there. So I'm missing 2 tea over here, tiles. So I'll put in 2 extra tiles over here. Let's go. This will get its full complement. And we require a silkworm right here. And we are going to put in mulberry trees over here. This is a bit extra, but okay, we are in a mood to splurge. We have the money. And out comes the tea up to there. We are now going to close over here. And now we are going to start doing edge farming. Edge farming is done when we go almost to the edge of the farm, of the map, and we keep on placing things by aggressively drawing out those crops. And you will notice that what this does is that you are able, so let's get a silkworm over here. And we will get a lacquerware. I'll leave, maybe I can do a lacquerware all the way in this corner. But let me just do tea for now, because that's all we are doing. That's the one which we are short. All the lacquerwares are still full and they are not yet harvested. Now, if I could, I would move this one further, but then the road cannot be placed. Now, crops can be placed across the map where you can't see beyond your visual range, but roads cannot be. Roads will just say, I can't do it, and then there's nothing you can do about it. Let's place our mulberry trees. So we're going to lose 2 tiles over here, or 1 tile over here. It's not a lot. And let's put our tea bushes in. And there we go. This guy is going to be a Johnny Be Good and try to do over here, but we have it blocked. This is not going to be very effective tea bush, because we are missing quite a lot of tiles and I have no space to even place anymore. So this will be a bit inefficient, but we got in some, and that's good enough. All of this is going to come through this bridge and then onto our work area over here. I think I have bought enough stone, so let me just stop buying stone. And let's see how much clay do we need. We need 1, 2, and 3, so 5 clay. So I'm going to put down 1 clay pit and you will go ahead and get 5 clay, and as soon as you have 5 clay, we are going to stop collecting. Let's check on our troops. Our troops are abroad. Wang Di is abroad, and they are pretty well trained up. And we have got 2 troops which are at our house. They are the Defiant Dogs, and we have got the Dauntless Dogs. They are all trained up to 8. Let's check our workload. 110 people are unemployed. That's good. This side is not getting enough tea, but we'll just wait. They will eventually. 1 tea is enough for 2 housing, and if it isn't, we will have to spend some money and put in another tea farm. I would be loath to do so, but we are producing enough silk. And so, in this episode, we have started work on our monuments, as you can see. We started work on our monuments. Let's put down one more of these Carpenters Guild so that we can get work done far more efficiently. We have, over here also, so we need more carpenters. And we have begun setting up our heavy industry. This heavy industry is going to get developed even further, and we are going to be able to dominate money-wise, which is also climbing. We are at 4,500 gold. Next episode, we are going to set up elite housing. We are going to complete our heavy industry, because we are going to conquer a lot more cities. They are going to start trading. They will require trade goods, all of which is going to get pumped out, and we are going to be able to dominate this whole map. We have a full complement of 12 forts, and we are doing good, if I may say so. Thank you for the views, and I'll see you on the next one. This has been the Strategic Indian, signing out.